fairy and old chief seems like, hold on. A fairy and old chief seems like they're working on laying the body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Huh? My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
I know but one red-dressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here's a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis, from the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy, twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming. Aren't you, love?
I must.
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you? 'Tis just as Cinderella said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Before I go to the prince, I think I need to really lay this body to rest.
You're going to stay here.
So, like, I assume what's gonna happen now is that, like, the prince is dead. Unless there's, like, something else that happens. So the prince is dead, so we're gonna, like, keep pretending to be the prince and to kill Louise, I think?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
I'm a little worried.
I need to get to the prince as quick as I can. The prince in the prayer room on the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if the cutscene is gonna be really long, so I'm gonna save the game right now. This voice. What voice?
Long have I waited.
Who's this voice? Is this the prince?
Pardon?
Fighting Elda, hold on, you really came the way to outside the sanctum, what's going on? No, that can't be, are you truly Elda?
Hey, you.
Are you associated with this group that's been sheltering the prince? Is it because of them that the other calamity has befallen us? And now that I get closer to you, are you Elda? I heard that the prince was only Elda, which in the resistance. Are you not an Elda? Like, okay, what is going on here?
You must hurry.
I'm gonna.
The time has come.
This resistance member can give the sacrifice enough aura carry is not my problem. I guess that came out of something like a little code. I suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many of that old OG to handle on his own. Right past this towards the living quarters of the lady. No idea who that is, and made it strictly clear it's not to be opened under any circumstances. You heard me, and I'll go on. What is going on?
Still time.
To do what? Galaga, is that really you? I was wondering where you have gone off to. Oh, thank goodness, you're safe. How are the others? The others, they're fine. There's a bunch of people who died. More important, Galaga, we have to go another gather the petals for the flower dispatched in the forest. What? Oh, maybe later. Okay, I'm doing missions, so now's really not the time to. You're changed, Galaga. You started to talk like one of them. So weird, huh? Are you trying to be a person? You're changed now. What do you mean talking like a person? What is going on here? The prayer looking further in, at this moment has been used to more knows who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance. Are you an Elda? I think like these are all Eldas, so why do they say like I'm not an Elda? Princess Head, like I got turned into a human, how am I not an Elda? Let's go. What's going on here? Is there actually like a shop in here? What? Why is there a shop in here?
This way.
Your Highness.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Gallica, you've returned.
Milady Grude. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Grude.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some paraplus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No, it all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes, even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's
What?
Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our Elda tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames, and it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... No, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, milady Grode? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee.
Is this the prince's mother? Who's speaking to us right now?
Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew.
What is going on here? I'm so interested.
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
Is this game going to make me sacrifice myself and bring back the prince? I look now to the past, I see the road I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory, I guess.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince
lies dead before us.
He lies dead before me.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
I think the game is going to make us sacrifice ourselves to save the prince.
And this is where it ends.
Art thou certain? Is this truly where thy road ends?
I don't want to give up. The truth is, I don't want to give up.
Then I ask thee once again. Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He
What
was
is this?
consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more.
Are we the prince all along? They extracted his soul out of his body and put into like this Elda body, and then that's who we're playing as. And the reason why when the curse lifted, the prince didn't like wake up right away is because he doesn't have a soul, so he can never even wake up unless the soul's reunited. Okay,
Thy
now we're
journey
talking.
has taken
Okay.
thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, Who art thou?
I'm Prince's friend, I guess?
Prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think, to name but a few. Thy parents? Memories of thy youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes, thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a
I
past?
don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing.
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
My other self.
Other self?
The trust and friendship again is even there to support me, but if they know come to, from nothing, that I'm nothing, people have stood with by me, believing in me, and the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I have become, have touched such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
Okay, so I'm like the clone of the prince, huh? I'm the prince, I guess.
I am the prince.
I'm gonna turn into a human again.
I feel a curious resonance. Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
So like, I'm gonna merge with the prince. Is that what it is, huh?
Life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world.
Yeah, he's alone, isn't he?
In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal. It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh. And
Is the
flesh
book a divine relic?
the form of an elder, as I once was.
So we are talking to the prince's mother.
Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
I don't know how I feel about this. It's kind of weird. Okay, so my look actually changed too. I'm like, I have the princess hair. I don't have like two different color eyes anymore. Okay.
What? What is this?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait. What am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No. That can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
I wasn't even there, huh?
I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
Okay, not expecting that.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel fine.
I feel fine, I think.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is,
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracodios. A A mass of Makla with a will.
Forget the dragon god.
He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. There was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure Makla. The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, my lady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince? Please, forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your Royal Guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
You've always been an ally.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time. He's right, you know. If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Let me save the game, please.
We've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed? My lord.
My lord. Nothing changed between
You
us.
can just keep calling me Captain.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
This is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we ballet call him, so listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
Can I save the game, please?
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances.
Alright, I got stuff I gotta do today. I don't know when we're gonna get a save point. We're trying to like exhaust the dialogue to get to a save point, but I don't know how long this is gonna be. So that's it for today. If you're watching this on Twitch, for our channel for like playthrough, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, comment if you want. If you want to watch it on Twitch, I'll share the link down in the description. See you guys all next time. Goodbye.